Good afternoon and welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a fantastic red Ford Puma ST line walk around video. But before we get stuck into the walk around video, if you are sat there thinking, how do I not miss another walk around video in 2024, can I recommend clicking on the subscribe button? That way you're in tune with all of our content. So this Puma is a fantastic red Ford Puma ST line X MHEV. So it is a mild hybrid electrical vehicle. So what that means for you is there's no plugging in, there's no waiting for it to charge. You simply get in it and do some very good MPG because of it. And that is partly thanks to the 1 litre EcoBoost engine producing 125 PS of power. That 125 PS of power is then transmitted through the front wheels through a 7-speed automatic gearbox. The vehicle is registered on a 2023 registration, meaning we're taking Ford warranty with us until March 2026. The vehicle is just over 5,300 miles, but like always, I'll get the exact number once on the dash in a moment. So let's arrive to the near side front bumper where all of these walk around videos begin. So then I present to you the remote central locking key in all of its beauty. If it will focus, there we are. So if I click on the unlock button, that in turn will wake up the daytime running lamps. Daytime runners will give you the ultimate visibility to other road users, no matter the lighting conditions. Even on the brightest of summer's days, or the dullest of January afternoons like today, they are perfectly visible. Inside there are some fantastic LED headlights, and just below we have LED front fog lights also. We have front parking sensors, and they start all the way around the side of the bumper there, and that suggests to me we have Ford Active Park Assist installed on the vehicle. Moving around the front bumper now, just how beautiful is that gloss black with a fantastic red colourway. I'm a big fan. So just below the number plate there, that little dull bit, that is a front facing radar responsible for some of the driver assistance pack installed on the vehicle, such as pre-collision assist, but I shall cover that driver assistance pack in its entirety once we're inside the vehicle. Moving around the front bumper, we eventually get to this beautiful offside front, which is a machine cut alloy wheel. So these are 18 inches in diameter and they follow the Y spoke design. So you have this silver shiny front with a gloss back just behind. Again, it aids with that two-way colourway of the vehicle. So we have got the gloss black trims, the gloss black wheels, the black roof and the fantastic red body colour. As you can see, we have the Continental Eco Contact 6 tyres on the vehicle, and doing such little work, they're in fantastic condition. May I just draw your attention to the windscreen quickly, because we have a few sensors to cover. The first one is that one there, a light sensor for the automated lights. So as the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights will come on automatically. Further north, up into the top section of the windscreen there, that long one at the bottom is a camera, and that reads the traffic speed signs as you go past them. Then those speed signs are displayed on the digital driver display. This can also be used in a coordination with the intelligence speed limiter. Just above it we have a sensor for the rain sensing wipers and another one for the auto high beam. Coming back down to the vehicle, I'm just going to the vehicle's locked already, but I'll lock it once again, pop the key in my pocket, take the camera to half zoom, because on the door handle we have those 4 lines that suggest we have the keyless entry system. So a tap behind the door handle unlocks the vehicle, and a tap on those lines will then lock the vehicle. A very convenient system if you have your hands full with maybe a child or shopping or anything else really, but just one tap will unlock the vehicle. This only works if you're in close proximity to the vehicle, so if you're over a metre away it won't be able to unlock. So it's a very secure system, so I'll leave it unlocked, because also if you don't open the door within about 20 seconds it will then lock itself again. Whilst they're open, these are power folding and heated door mirrors, and part of the driver assistance pack on this Puma includes this little symbol here, which is a blind spot assist monitor. So if someone's in your blind spot, either on the near side or the off side of the vehicle, that will illuminate orange to let you know it's unsafe to pull in or out. And underneath there also we have puddle lights as well, which is fantastic, again this time of year when you're probably leaving and getting home from work in the dark and things such as that. Aiding with a two-way colour scheme, again rear privacy glass, and that stretches all the way around the rear of the vehicle. In addition, we have a panoramic glass opening roof, so we have the black trims with the black roof. Again, that looks pretty. I can't guarantee you'll be using the sunroof much in late or mid-January when it's currently 2 degrees outside, but it's a lovely system to have, letting cool air into the cabin and lots of light as well. Perfect for those summer months when it does eventually warm up a little bit. This stage of the video, I take a step back on the offside rear quarter. I get nice and tight to the vehicle and I just shimmy the camera down the offside, hopefully displaying to you sat at home how beautiful all these body panels are. We take pride in our work here at Perkins, so hopefully all of these vehicles are going to be immaculately displayed to you. Moving our way round to the offside rear, I give you a little look at that so we don't forget it. The rear brakes on this one is drums, so if you don't know much about rear drum brakes, they're ultra efficient and ultra low maintenance. They self-adjust inside, so you won't need to perform any maintenance on these, i.e. spend any money on them, for a very long time. Drum brakes are ultra efficient on a vehicle such as this. It's not a race car, so you don't need high performance brakes all the time, and those drums are perfect for this vehicle. Moving our way around the rear bumper, we have front and rear parking sensors, so again they start all the way around that bottom lip and they continue to go on the bottom lip there. Front and rear parking sensors complemented beautifully with a high definition reversing camera. So before we look inside the rear of this Puma, I'm just going to give the exact same treatment to the near side. So again, getting nice and tight to it, just going to gently rock the camera back and forth, hopefully using the light to our advantage there. Amazing, it's like a pane of glass that side. We'll see if your pane of glass was red. So now we're at the near side rear and give you a good look at that. So Eco Contact 6 tyres and with a matching set of 4. Now we can follow it all the way to the near side front. Again, give you a good look at that. So that's a 360 degree walk around so far. Worth noting, keyless entry, passenger door handles as well. So if you want to gain entry from the passenger, easily achievable. So now we're at the rear of this Puma. Keys out once again, double click on the boot function and that will wake up the electronic hands-free power tailgate. Oh, lost all words. So that is beautiful. So that opens and shuts on a command of a button. Again, we have the closing button on the right hand side of the boot seal there as well. Back down to the boot, we have a beautiful boot system. So currently what you're looking at is the boot floor is in the highest position. That creates an abundance of space underneath, but it also means when you're loading things into the boot, you don't require the whole volume. You've got less distance to travel, so you're not putting any strain on your back. I'm sure plenty of you have got bad backs, you know all about that. But you can pop it down into the lowest position here, expanding the volume. So this is now big enough for suitcases, dogs. I reckon we can get, let's think of an animal, an orangutan. Only a baby one, obviously, don't be silly, but a baby orangutan straight in the back of that Puma, not a problem. Also, the party tricks don't finish there, guys. So lifting that up, that'll stay up out of the way like so. Underneath this cover here is a mini spare wheel, and underneath that is all the relevant tools and jacks required to lift the vehicle and change it on the side of the road, hopefully saving your day. If not, this is also known as the 4 mega box. So you can take the spare wheel out, and at the bottom of that is a drain plug. So if you're going hiking and you had some muddy wellies at the end of your hike, pop the wellies in there, or maybe a small dog. You need to hose down. So after you've done walkies, hose them down, take the plug out. It's effectively a bathtub. It's a fantastic design. If not, perfect storage area as well. Okay, that's enough of me waffling on. One click of the button, that shuts that up. So we've done the whole exterior and we've done the boot. Using the key to unlock the vehicle, because obviously it's timed out once more, we can then gain entry to the rear of this beautiful ST Line X Puma. So starting at the door cards, we have hardware in plastic and a soft touch synthetic leather on the armrest section. This Puma features 4 electric windows. You get an individual control on the corresponding door cards. Spinning the camera around now to have a look inside the rear, we have this beautiful synthetic ebony leather at the top, and the lower base part it goes to a cloth and like so, but it's all defined by this iconic, and I say iconic, red ST line stitching. It looks fantastic. For those of you that carry the smaller humans of this world, you may require ISO fixing seats. So you have one on the left hand rear and another one on the right hand rear. or offside rear, whichever you'd like to call it. We have the ST line mats in there already. The fitted mats are all good to go, so you don't have to worry about those after you purchase the vehicle. It's going to take the opportunity to look up into the sky. We have this beautiful black headlining in this Puma, and then you can see the extent of the panoramic glass opening roof. So we have the first pane of glass there, which fully opens. Then we have an additional second pane of glass there with a little cover on it as well, so you can close that all up. But because it's a black headlining, it's nice to let a bit more light into the vehicle. So let's go have a look at all the goodies in the front. Oh, I love this Puma. We've got lots of spec to talk about on this one. Driver's door card. Again, we have the BLIS synthetic leather on all the way down. Again, that's there at the bottom of the armrest. This is where you'll find all 4 window controls, the electric window function, and the interior locking is just in front of it. Spinning the camera around to now look at the passenger and driver's seat. Again, we have that beautiful black leather with a cloth part in the lower base and back section with that beautiful red stitching. Manually adjustable driver's and passenger seat. So we have a rear tilt adjustment, we have a height adjustment, a front tilt adjustment, and forward and backwards is done on the conventional rail underneath. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle. You may hear a little bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me for a moment. So we are now inside the vehicle, and as we open the door, this beautiful digital driver display starts to wake up. I said I'd get the exact mileage, but I actually nailed it. For I think the first time, 5,300 exactly. Not 0.1 over, not 0.1 less, 5,300 miles. There we are. So, give you a quick tour around the driver display. From left to right, we have the coolant temperature sensor. Furthest left with the lighting settings, so side lights and automated lights are currently on. We have the odometer, we have the gear selector indicator for the 7-speed power shift gearbox, we have the ambient air temperature, and we've got the digital readout for the fuel gauge with the bar graph to the furthest right. In the right hand side of the display we have the RPM times 1000. This counts the revolutions of the crankshaft, also known as output power of the engine. Furthest left we have a digital speedo. So I mentioned earlier we have the traffic speed sign recognition software, and as you can see that 50 miles per hour sign, we have one just before entering the garage, so that is where this speed sign is presented. So to begin with, we have a hybrid gauge in the middle. Going down on the arrows on the right hand side of the steering wheel takes you to live tyre pressures. We have a calm screen, and then we have trip computers. So for example, this Puma's averaged 47.1 over the last 5,277 miles. But it all depends on your right foot. I think you could do much better than that. You can get well over 50, no problem. Clicking on the menu button will expand that then, so you can select the screens you'd like to look at. So we can have multiple trip computers, eco behaviour and things such as that. And we have audio, then we have navigation, and your phone connectivity is found at the bottom. Then we go into settings and display settings at the bottom there as well. So just going to lose the close-up. So the right hand side is where I was controlling that screen with, so using the return, the OK up and down, and the menu button. At the bottom of that cluster we have a voice command button, we have a pickup, decline and previous and next song function there as well. On the left hand side of the steering wheel we have all the adaptive cruise control buttons. So it's worth noting we have the top left one for the distance, or the adaptive button, so that will adapt your speed in a coordination to the vehicle in front of you. This is actually, I like to consider, the upgraded cruise control. So you have this one, which is lane centering, so it'll pick up the 2 white lines either side of the vehicle and keep you slap bang in the middle of those. We have a speed limiter found bottom right, we have on and off standby and set your speed and resume in the middle. At the bottom, a volume minus, a plus and a mute button for the stereo. So we've mentioned this is the beautiful 7-speed power shift gearbox. That also comes with the flappy paddles. You have a minus and a plus on opposing sides of the steering wheel, so it's beautiful to go up and down the gearbox, whereas this is a full automatic. But if you do put the gearbox into manual, the M mode, then you'll have full control of the gears yourself. So it's worth noting as well, we actually have 5 selectable drive modes in this vehicle. So whether that's normal, and we have your eco, we have your sport mode, we have a slippery, we have a trial, then back to normal. But whatever mode you put the screen into, it will change the aesthetic to give you a nice like bluey screen on eco, and it gives you a nice eco feeling. But if you put it up into sport mode, that gives you a nice grey red one as well. So I thought I'd just show you that. because I think this digital driver display is beautiful. Like so, wonderful. So progressing the video now, we've done the steering wheel, we've done all the other goodies. Down there we have adjustable cup holders. This series of buttons here, we have the drive mode button, top left, traction control button off in the middle. This here is for the forward active park assist, which I shall cover in a minute. We have one to turn off the parking sensors and one to turn off the automated stop start. I'm going to lower the handbrake before I move the gear selector, otherwise it might start beeping at me. We have a 12-volt socket to the left hand side and a USB-A port to the right hand side. This is what you'll be using, or the one in the little cubby hole here, for your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So you can tether the wire through there, so you're not going to trap your wire. And that USB-A port will deliver you 2.1 amps of charging. Again, this is a beautiful gear selector, so we have the unlock function at the front, so park, reverse, neutral, drive and manual. I'm going to pop it into reverse, one forward, and that then displays on the screen the high definition rear parking camera with the proximity sensors for the parking sensors front and rear to the right hand side, so that'll give you a colorway as you get closer to the object, but also give you an intermittent beep that shall increase in frequency as you get closer to the object in question. I'll pop the vehicle back into park now, and now I'm going to click on that P button with the steering wheel round the outside. This will then activate the forward self park assist, so this vehicle quite literally park itself for you, and that is a parallel park in, a bay park in and a parallel park out. As you can see, use the indicators to dictate which side of the road you require parking on. So use the front and rear parking sensors to build an image, and if it thinks you can park in there, follow the instructions on the screen, pop it into the relevant drive gear, and then let the steering wheel do all the hard work for you. So that leads me nicely, well it doesn't actually, because I've missed out the heating. Heating, ventilation and air conditioning is found in this cluster. Fan speed to the left, temperature fan to the right, air conditioning and recirculation top right, and demist functions top left. In the middle with different flows of vents with the iconic Ford electrically heated windscreen. That is perfect for this time of year when it's freezing outside, all the frosty windscreens in the morning. We don't want any of that. Now we can come up to this beautiful Sync 3.4 module. So it's a 3.4, so we've got the dark blue band at the bottom. Divides beautifully into audio, bottom left. We have various sources such as FM, DAB and Bluetooth. We have phone connectivity. This refers to Bluetooth connectivity, so you can connect your phone via Bluetooth, not an issue. In navigation, this is the lovely Sync navigation. So I'll give you a quick demo. Click the search box. Once your keyboard has loaded, you're simply, so for example, if you'd like to come to Perkins to look at this Puma, you're going to need Charlie Mike 77 6 Sierra Alpha. You can see just how responsive that is on the touch of a button. So once you spoke to the GPSs in the sky, it will navigate your route nice and quickly. I'm not going to click start because I'm here already, but don't forget you're going to have all the directions appear on the screen ahead of you, along with, once you for example purchase the vehicle, on handover, one of the salesmen will get all of your favourites, your home destinations all programmed into the screen, and once you've done that you can set the navigation with a few clicks on the screen ahead of you. So won't waste too much of your time talking about that because we've got so much spec, the videos do get lengthy. So it's worth noting this has the beautiful B&O sound system, Bang & Olufsen sound system. So you click on the B&O sound there, that takes you into all of your sound settings. You can adjust it to your preferences. Again, it's above my pay grade, but it's very, very crisp sound system. Beg your pardon. In driver assistance, this is where you find all of the wonderful software on board, keeping everybody nice and safe. That includes the adaptive cruise control. We have an intelligent speed limiter. We have the lane keeping system, pre-collision assist, traffic siren recognition, rear view camera, blind spot assist, wrong way alert, and cross traffic alert. Coming out of there once more, we're there into vehicle. And in your vehicle, you have all of your vehicle settings. I just thought I'd show you here, wipers, for example, your rain sensing wipers on and off. Then you've got your power lift gate there, your lighting, so your auto high beam, for example. All of these power folding mirrors. Wonderful. So lovely amount of specification on this. So I just thought, before I go, this can be used with the Ford Pass Connect application. So if you have a smartphone, download it. You can do many different features from the comfort of your home and connecting with the vehicle. In addition, I mentioned it earlier, but Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, it's also compatible on this screen. So plug your phone in using one of those USB ports I've previously shown you, and it will mirror your phone onto this screen here. So there's many advantages of that, but the main one is a hands-free system. So that activates the voice command button on the steering wheel, so then you can activate the voice command on your phone. So if it's Android, it'll be Google Assistant, and on iPhone, it will be Siri. And you can ask your voice assistant to do, well, whatever you like really, whether it's make phone calls, send audible text messages. You can ask it what's the weather like next Tuesday. You can ask it to play Robbie Williams. You can ask it to do anything you like, but it's hands-free, so you're not going to be scrambling for your phone while you're driving along. Also, you have a few compatible apps on your smartphone that can be used on this screen. So for whatever reason you wasn't a fan of the forward navigation, I won't be offended, it's fine. You can also use your Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze, anything like that, all usable on the screen. So I won't waste any more of your time. We're over 20. I've been talking to myself for 20 minutes. Unbelievable. A flyby. So much spec to talk about. So thanks very much for watching this video. If you did have any further questions, please get in touch using the contact number 01376 550 899. Any questions, leave them below as well. Like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I'll be speaking to you very soon here at Perkins Garages. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.